Yes. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. GrimmGreen from GrimmGreen.com back here today. You know, it's amazing how much my life hinges on computers and software. I've been having nothing but software issues. Hopefully we can get through this. This makes number 2. This is the second take of Le Vlog. No big deal. I only have one night off this week, and apparently I'm going to spend the entire night shooting a vlog, which is, you know what? It's all part of the job. There's information that needs to get out there, and I am going to get it out there, come hell or high water, or damn you, what the hell is this software even called? I hate this software so bad. Cyberlink. You suck, Cyberlink. You're worse than the FDA right now to me. I hate you so bad. No matter. Moving on. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Vlog, or if you're joining me on Soundcloud, What's in the News, Robin? Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Got some reviews for you. Got some beer. Got some metal. We're going to talk about what Amber and I are doing this weekend, but we're going to start it off, top of the program here, with some shout-outs. I want to give a quick shout out to a fella named Kyler. I don't exactly remember the emails that we had back and forth. Oh, thank you, Java Auto Updater. Unbelievable. I don't remember the emails that we exactly had back and forth, Kyler, but I did promise you a shout out. So, Kyler, here's your shout out. Bump it, Kyler. No big deal. Do have another shout out to give to a couple. So, a guy named Taylor emailed me, and he said, I'm just going to read his email. He says, "Hello, Nick. My name is Taylor. My fiance's name is Vanessa, and she loves you. She is an aspiring vapor just like yourself. She's very talented at it and has a lot of more patience than I did. Basically, I'm writing you for confidence for her. She has been thinking about giving up vaping altogether, and I do not want that for her, because this is something that is finally good for her. She's also very passionate about vaping. If she could, she would just sit and watch your videos all day long. You're the reason she knows everything she knows. I was going to ask if there's any way possible for you to give her a shout out in one of your videos. Just giving her the encouragement to keep doing this hobby that she loves. It would mean the world to her, and I just want her to keep doing this. Please email me back with a response. I know you're very busy." Of course, Taylor. Of course, I will give a shout out to your fiancée, Vanessa. Listen, Vanessa, this is just you and me talking right now. Clearly, your fiancé, Taylor, loves you very much and wants you to continue doing something that you're passionate and excited about. I have been vaping for well over 5 years now, and I am just as excited about vaping today as I was 5 years ago when I first started. I really hope you stick with it. It's something that I've enjoyed, and I want to give you, the encouragement to keep going, to stick with it. Don't give up. There's things in the vape world that are fiddly, and you have to fiddle with things and fix things, but it's all part of the experience, and it's very satisfying. Once you get that good vape, when you get that good vapor, it makes it all worth it. I want you to continue down this vaping road, because I did 5 years ago. I continued down the vaping road, and I couldn't be happier about it. It's one of the best things I've ever done. So Vanessa, stick with it. Taylor, thank you so much for emailing me. Moving forward, hi Jam. Hi, Jam. Jam attack. Jam's just sneaking in here. Oh, you saw her head, everybody. So like I said, I have one day off this week, and it is this day. It is Saturday night, and I'm going to upload this vlog on Tuesday because I'm going to be incredibly busy this weekend starting on Thursday. We're going up to Reno to the Peppermill for the Silver State Tattoo and Art Festival. Arts. Did I say it wrong again? Yeah. Silver State Tattoo and Arts Festival being put on by our good friends at Nightmare Studios. It's going to be a big hubbub. It's going to be great to be there and watch people get tattooed and not actually get tattooed.
Yes.
The reason why it's a big weekend for us, and more importantly for Amber, is she's been working for the last year or two on on developing a Tatttoo Aftercare product line that they're going to be launching along with her partners Brandon and Mark, and it's called the Solution, and it's a all-natural tattoo salve. So tell me about the Solution, honey. Tell me about it.
Infomercial time.
Infomercial time.
The Solution is like a petroleum-based replacement product. So instead of using petroleum products during the tattoo process, like the tattoo artists will usually use A&D ointment or something to that effect,
Right.
They can use this all-natural salve for that purpose, or you can use it also for the first couple days of healing before you switch to lotion, and it works wonderful.
It does work wonderful, and I can vouch for how good it works. My last like 4 tattoos, I've used the Solution. I wish I had one of the cool labels though on mine. Mine was just a tub.
Yeah,
it didn't
it'll probably
say
still be a tub.
it didn't say the Solution. I know, but I want the labels because that way.
Show them the product. Yeah.
I did. I showed them. It comes in these tubs. Look at this. Look, there it is. That's the Solution Tatttoo Aftercare, and it comes in these.
Facility.
Yeah, made in a clean facility by Amber, the Vape Babe Green, and there's a sunscreen too, right?
Yes, we have a Parasol UV inhibitor.
Parasol UV inhibitor, fancy name for sunscreen.
We were going for like a 1920s, like snake oil circus type thing.
Yes, so it's very cool, and there's also the what is this?
That is a preservation elixir. It's a combination of carefully chosen oils.
Oils.
You put it on your tattoo daily, and it adds a lot of moisturization, and it'll prolong the color and brightness of your
Moisturization?
tattoo. Is that a word?
I don't think it's a word.
It is now, folks.
It is now, fella. And she's also been making these soaps. Are these going to be part of the Solution?
Yes.
So she makes these soaps, all natural, chemical-free, vegetarian-friendly.
All of our products are vegetarian, cruelty-free,
all natural,
made
and
with a lot of organic products.
As someone who has very sensitive skin, and I get bad eczema outbreaks, and you know how bad my eczema outbreaks get. And I've been using her soaps, and I've been using the Solution for my tattoo healing, and it's been.
And you've been using the body oil.
And I've been using the body oil a lot. I've been using the body oil.
AKA preservation elixir.
I love the preservation elixir. I apply it in the shower while I'm still wet, steamy, and it's great. And it totally feels great. Totally moisturizes. It smells wonderful, and it's all natural.
I don't even need lotion
which is good.
After I use it.
And those
I use it
are
for my body.
Those are coming out at the this weekend.
Yeah.
So 2 years of hard work is all coming out this weekend.
And Lord willing, our site will be up then too.
Yeah, it's thesolutionbrand.com.
You can follow us on Twitter and Facebook at The Solution Brand and Instagram.
I told you, Amber really gives you the hard sell. She just and follow us here and follow us there and spend money here and spend money there. No, but I know, and I know Amber's been working insanely hard at this, and I am going to be there just to support her 100%.
And work.
And work if she wants me to work.
I do want you to work.
I can't speak to this stuff though. Like I don't really know enough about it. If someone comes up and says, "Oh, what's the Solution about?" I'd be like, "Ask Amber."
Yes, you do. Okay, let's play a little role play game.
Okay.
So, a guy comes up to the table, big burly tattooed fella.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hey, what's this about?"
I'm gonna say,
No, really.
This is the Solution Brand Tattoo Salve Aftercare product.
I'm going to beat you up if you don't talk normal.
Handmade in the USA, miracle healer made by my wife.
Come on, Doug.
I'll do my best. I don't want to go through any sort of role playing. But that's what's happening this weekend. And it's good. And it'll probably be good to, to get away, to help take our minds off the FDA nonsense, which we are going to talk about as well. Here on this vlog, we're going to be talking about the FDA, and Amber had to calm me down pretty hard the other day after right before I shot that video, that FDA video. And I didn't mean to sound panicky or alarmist or, the sky is falling, but this is quite the serious thing that's happening here with the FDA. And Amber had to calm me down, and she used her patented catchphrase,
What?
which is,
everything's going to be okay, Dad.
everything's going to be all right. Everything always works out.
Everything always works out.
That's what she says.
The worst that can
Everything's
happen,
always works out.
The worst that can happen is what? We'll be just fine.
Yeah, well, regardless, I think it's pretty important that we are wholeheartedly going to do everything we can to fight this, not just as Nick and Amber or GrimmGreen and the Vape Babe, but for the community as Namber Juice. And, there's been a lot of emails that have come in from vendors, all over the place, from, little, husband and wife brick and mortar stores to big vendors. I got to talk to the Vapor Chef and these other big vendors that have been emailing me, kind of formulating some sort of plan. Like, we're all really working together at this, and like I feel like everybody needs to take this very seriously. And Julie said it really well, and Amber said this also to me. No matter what we do regarding the FDA, it has to be done respectfully. It has to be done professionally, and we all kind of have to be on the same page and united as a front. You know what I mean? These competing vendors are all really coming together, and I think that's important, and that just I like to see this kind of this solidarity and this sort of sticking togetherness. And everybody, and not just vendors, just people, local people from around the country have been emailing me saying, what can I do? What can we do? One thing that's going to happen between now and when this vlog comes out on Tuesday is, I believe Monday, Casaa is going to release their call to action regarding this FDA stuff. So keep an eye out for that call to action. I'm going to have a giveaway a little bit later. We're going to talk about becoming a Casaa member in order to get in on that giveaway, because I want Casaa to have as many members and as much support as possible. Are you a Casaa member, Jam?
I love Casaa, and I really love Julie.
We love Julie. We've known Julie for years. I've known Julie since 2009.
I feel like I'm a member. I didn't know there was I don't have a membership card.
Yeah, you become a member. You sign up. How are you not a member of Casaa, my own wife?
I don't know. I thought that I was. I didn't know you had to sign up anywhere. I thought you just went up to Julie and said, I love you, Julie. And she
I love you, Julie.
Too. And then,
Julie, the president of Casaa, is fan-freaking-tastic. And like I said, I've known her since I started vaping. She's one of the first people that I actually really met and connected with within the vaping community was Julie. And she's just wonderful. Sweet. She runs a great organization, and they're really going to do everything they can that's in our best interest, along with Casaa and the vendors and the vapors. I think it's going to be. I'm optimistic about it. At least now we know what we're up against. There was all this sort of like ambiguity, like, when are the rules going to come out? What are they going to be? What's going to happen? And now that kind of everything's laid out on the table, we know exactly what we're up against. Also, with the help of the vaping militia, met these guys at Vape Bash, and they gave me a t-shirt, and I will proudly wear this vaping militia t-shirt. And I also, told Julie at Vape Bash that if she sent me a Casaa t-shirt, that once a month I would wear a Casaa t-shirt in the video, so for everybody to see.
Did you offer to pay for it?
Of course I did.
Well, that's a good.
She actually approached me and said, if I send you a Casaa t-shirt, will you wear it once a month? And I said, absolutely, I would do that. And I kind of poked fun at their, like, because Casaa has a very professional look and feel to the website. It looks all very pro, and it's all like, a serif font with just Casaa. And it's very straightforward and professional. And I said, can I design a cool Casaa t-shirt and then wear that cool, hip Casaa t-shirt?
Oh, you don't think they're cool and hip enough?
Their logo is very boring. It's...
Duh!
But it's supposed to be. They're a professional organization.
If they sent you a polo shirt, you should proudly wear it.
So maybe I'll design a super cool Casaa t-shirt, and then we can sell it and raise money for Casaa.
Y'all, I just want you to know that my last The last time we shot this video, which hopefully this is the last time we shoot this video, I was wearing a beautiful pin-up polka dot dress.
Look at this little
I'm in it?
roll right here. Yeah, your head's in it. She's literally this tall. She's not any taller. She's taller. She's much taller.
No, this is me. Just little June.
All right, so we got a pizza on the way, and I'm going to get into these reviews so that we can get this out of the way.
Yeah,
okay, honey?
We were gonna go out to dinner, but...
Look at this fancy little old-timey, get your solution brand tattoo salve.
Did you show him the other soap? It's
Yeah.
cooler looking.
Which cooler looking? I showed him the yellow one.
Show him the other one.
Oh, this one is fancy.
Smell it. It smells delightful.
It smells delightful. What soap is this?
That is bentonite clay, and it is
It smells good.
purifying soap, a detox soap.
This is a detoxification soap. It smells wonderful. I want to eat this so bad. Like, I want to bite into it. The texture looks amazing. But I won't. I'm not going to eat soap. I'm not 11 years old anymore.
You ate soap when you were 11 years old?
Yeah, at my babysitter's house. She had soaps on the back of her toilet that looked like candy, like they were flowers and fruits and stuff, and I just bit into one. I think everybody's done that, though.
I have never done that.
Okay, well,
I've also never eaten pet
no
food.
matter.
Okay, hold on. I gotta scoot out, y'all.
That's okay. So right now, while Amber's leaving, we're going to jump into some reviews.
Don't laugh at me!
We're actually not going to jump into the reviews just yet. I did want to talk about music and beer very briefly. Love you like crazy, Amber. Miss you, Jim.
I love you, miss you. Hurry
I'll see you
the hell
soon.
up.
Okay.
Bye, y'all.
So I haven't had the... I'm just going to do one thing real fast. I haven't had the time. I'm working straight through this weekend. It's like 9-10 hour days in a row, and it's just really taking its toll on me. And I haven't had the chance to go beer shopping, but thanks to my good friend Tony up in Utah, he sent me a Polygamy Porter for this one night off. And I get so jealous because my buddy at work, Brandon, whom we call Meat, he is like, oh, I'm going to go up to Total Wine this weekend. Oh, I'm going to get some of the Abyss. I'm going to get some of this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get that. And I'm like, I'm so jealous. He's stockpiling all this wonderful beer in his garage right now. And just the other day, Ruby Roo on Instagram posted a picture of Lips of Faith. And I was just like, I want that so bad. But no matter. I do have a Polygamy Porter, which I did have on our layover coming back from Vape Bash on the Nitro tap, and it was quite delicious. So thank you, Tony, for keeping me in stock with tasty beer. There's a couple bands I wanted to talk about real fast before we get into the reviews. Fellow named Buck a while ago sent me some bands, and I didn't get around to putting them on the vlog, but they are quite nice. It was based on my interest in that other band, Nails. And pardon me. Robin, Burp Life, you down? Are you? You're down. Based on that band, Nails, that I had played earlier, this is a band called Purge. And they're very much... loud, obnoxious grind music. All their songs are like less than a minute long. There's one that's a minute 38. For the most part, it's like under a minute long. Short little blasts of energetic fury. So Buck sent me that. Additionally, Buck also sent along this other band of the same genre called Black Mask. And they are wicked good. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like this loud, grindy, obnoxious nonsense that I happen to love. That I just happen to love. So thank you, Buck, for sending those my way. And of course, I'll have links in the description to where you can listen to these wonderful bands. One last band that I wanted to talk about. I have a few favorite bands of all time. And if you can name all four of them, I will give you something. Obviously, Gwar. One of my favorite band of all time is Gwar. Clutch, second favorite band of all time. Third favorite band of all time, Who's going to guess it? Nobody? Who can guess it? It's Fu Manchu. I know, Fu Manchu, third favorite band of all time, fourth favorite band of all time, besides Kiss, is this band called the Helicopters. And my good friend Mark Moots, who is a tattoo artist at Nightmare Studios, he's working with Amber on the solution. He's just an all-around super cool guy. A number of years ago, he turned me onto this band, the Helicopters. Oh, it's just good time, sing-along, rock and roll music. I love basically everything that they've ever done. It's fantastic. And as it stands, I believe the Helicopters have since broken up. I believe they broke up a couple of years ago. And I'm sorry, I have a clutch belt buckle that I was gifted at Vape Bash, and it's digging into my fat gut that hangs over it. No matter, I'm wearing it. But they've broken up since then, but they've released some of the best rock and roll music. Hey now. Sure is what you're looking for. So come on. It's so fun. It's so good. Love the Helicopters. Love the Helicopters. Mark got me into this band a number of years ago when we were playing together in a band, and I'll post a link to him in the description, but literally anything you can find from the Helicopters, just buy it, download it, listen to it, and love it. So now it is time to get into some reviews. Alright, so what we're going to be taking a look at today is the EA-B mod. Not quite the original name, but it is the EA-B mod, named after the ElectricAngel. The original ElectricAngel was a mod very similar in size and design to it, but it had one of these GG style pinky buttons, as I like to call them. And you fired it like this. So they basically revised this mod into a bottom button version mod. So this was the EA mod, this is the EA-B mod. And I'm assuming the B stands for bottom or bottom button or something like that. But it has a locking feature that's quick and easy to use. Right now it's unlocked, and you can press that button and you give it just a little bit of a snap like that. You see it just barely turning like this. So that's locked, that's unlocked, that's locked, that's unlocked, that's locked, that's unlocked. So yes, it's a bottom mounted button switch, and someone did tell me that this comes apart. I have not been able to take it apart. I can't tell if this screws out. I've got in there with my pliers and I've scratched it up trying to unscrew this portion. Basically, the contacts are on the inside of the button. And I know that I got an email from Mika from EA, and he was saying that some people were having problems with misfiring. I've never had a problem with misfiring. And they're replacing all those misfiring switches. But I told him mine's fine. Mine has never misfired. It's making a contact in there as far as I can tell. And it is user serviceable, but I don't know how to service it as a user. I've tried pulling, twisting, unscrewing. If anybody has any ideas, please let me know. I've never had a real need to get in there, though, because it's worked so well. So what they sell, apart from the EA-B complete mod here, is they do sell a kit so that you can take this, your old EA mod, you can take this off, you can take this switch out, right? You can take this switch out, which I don't think I'm going to do right now. And you can put this button on your old EA mod. So if you have an EA mod, you can get the upgrade kit. Let me double check the price. It is $70. So if you have an EA mod, an old EA mod with this style button on it, you can get the upgrade kit for $70. It comes with a little piece that you screw in here to make it look flush, and then you plug your button onto the bottom, and it's suddenly a bottom mounted button EA mod. but you can also start from scratch and just get the full-on EA-B mod. This mod feels very nice. It feels very sturdy. The threads on it are all really nice. This is one of those mods that definitely feels like a high quality mod. Has a floating center pin on the top cap. I'm actually going to switch the top cap out for this top cap because all these parts are all interchangeable, but you can see it has that floating center pin. I can push it all the way in, I can pull it all the way out, and so to get it set up is quite easy. So it does have that floating center pin, right? So you take your atomizer or whatever ohmizer you want to put on top, you screw this down into the top cap until it's sitting flat on there. Then you take a battery. I'm gonna have to telescope these out a little bit, and that's how this works. Is these both telescope out on both ends. They do sell a longer tube, which will accommodate a kick as well in there, but honestly I've been using it with a Sub-ohm coil, pardon me, and just an 18650 battery. So I'm going to put this switch back on. Just like that. I'm going to drop a battery in, and I'm going to screw this top cap on. Super easy, and now you can hear the battery wiggling around in there. So all you have to do is just telescope this back down. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It's just firing like crazy. And that's what the finished product looks like. It's substantially bigger than a lot of mech mods. So there's a lot of mech mods that are smaller, but because this has that long floating center pin, and you saw the button itself kind of takes up a lot of space in there, it's a little bit bigger than most mech mods, although not gigantic, but still a little bit bigger. Additionally, it's not 22 millimeters all the way down. There's a lot of people who, when they get their mech mods, they want it to be the exact same width as their rebuildable atomizers, and the standard seems to be about 22 millimeters. This one is not. As you can see, there's kind of an edge all the way around. It goes from your addy to the wider part to the narrower part to the wider part. But yeah, that's the EA-B mod up close and personal. We will get back out to normal view, and we will vape this. So that's kind of up close and personal there with the EA-B mod, and I was a really big fan of the original EA mod. I liked it so much that I took it to the second vape bash and used it the majority of the time while I was there. But I had an amp tank on top and I had a kick on the inside, and I loved it. I thought it was great. I've always liked their machining and the quality of it and the feel of it, and this EA-B mod is really no different. It's very nicely machined. All the threads are really smooth. The top cap is nice and smooth. It has that floating center pin, and I think in the realm of mechanical mods in general, I prefer telescoping mods. When I think about all of my favorite mech mods, things like the Titan or the Cronus or this or that Gus, which I'm going to talk about at some point, it's been the telescoping mods that I've really liked because they're the easiest to adjust. You don't have to fiddle with unscrew this a little bit, try it, no, it's not snug, the battery's still rattling, take the top cap off, unscrew it a little bit more, put it back together, oh, now it's too tight, now I have to screw it in just a little bit. With this, it has that floating center pin, so you can just plug on your atomizer, you plug it onto the mod, and you tighten it down, and it's fantastic. This isn't a cheap mod. This is about $170 translated from euros to dollars. I'll post a link in the description to their website where it can be purchased, where they list off all their resellers. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. A bottom-mounted button on a telescoping mod of this quality is, I feel like it's just fantastic. I don't get impressed by big clouds of vapor anymore. I just don't. I like blowing big clouds of vapor. It's fun. It's very satisfying. But I'm scrolling through my Facebook, and there's video after video of just people blowing big clouds of vapor. And on my Instagram, just video after video of people blowing big clouds of vapor. And for some reason, it just doesn't really impress me anymore. It's not hard to do. It's easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And it's I get that it's fun and exciting, just not super impressed by it anymore. Sorry to go off on that tangent. EA-B mod. Moving forward from the EA-B mod, we're going to talk about the iTaste 134 Mini, and this is in the miniest mode possible. This has the tiny little 18350 battery in there, a little 800 mAh banger right there. Tiny little battery, little 800 milliamp hour battery. It's fine. It's nice, and what I like about the 134 is I really like the way that you adjust the wattage. I'm very much an adjust to taste type of person in that, like I said in the uppy closey, oh, we haven't got to the uppy closey yet. What am I talking about? We need to go uppy closey. It's not on. There's no to transition. We can't get there. This is the iTaste 134 Mini, or the 134 Mini, and even though it's the mini version, it still looks a little big. That is until you compare it to the original iTaste 134, and then yes, absolutely, you can see how, I mean, look at that. That is ridiculous. The original 134 was quite large, and the Mini is actually mini. It's got basically the same functionality of it. It uses different batteries, and you can actually change out this part to run an even smaller battery, but it's the same basic design. It's got this bottom cap that looks like the Star Wars Imperial symbol. It runs on a much smaller, what battery is this? 18500 battery. So, you know, less battery life, it's smaller, but it's designed to be smaller. Now, if they made this with an 18650 tube edition, I think I would be much more stoked on it. But it's basically everything that the iTaste 134 is in a smaller size. It's got the same on-off features, it's got the same firing button. I mean, just mini, just smaller. I've been rocking it with their new iClear 16D Clearomizer that actually just came in recently, and it's been working pretty solidly. The way that you adjust the wattage is, of course, with this dialy-madealy thing here, and it goes, let's set it down to the lowest, which would be 7 watts. It vapors a little bit at 7 watts, but that didn't quite feel right. So the 134 doesn't have any sort of display to show you your ohms, to show you how to adjust your wattage. So what I always do is I just set it at the lowest wattage, and I'll slowly work my way up. I'm going to set it up to about 10.5 watts now, and that should be just about right for this Clearomizer. So much better, so much better. In fact, it could probably even go a little bit higher. I might even put this to 12 watts. But after you get it to 12.5 watts, right here, the next click is back down to 7 watts. So I'm going to leave this set at 11 watts. Oops, I smacked the camera. So like I said, this does go into even minier mode. And it's kind of it's a bit of a pain to do. And of course, because I'm stupid, I'm going to attempt this on camera. But you unscrew this. There's this little locking threads right here. You unscrew this, okay? And then the whole base will come off eventually, like that, right? See these pins here? And then what you can do is take the much smaller one, and you have to line up those pins that are sticking out with these holes right here. I think that's lined up. And then you have to screw this back on. Obviously, this is something you're not going to do like in the fly or on the car. You're gonna set it up like this before you leave the house, so you don't have to fiddle with it. But yeah, let's see, that was a bit easier than I thought it would be. So now it's in much much minier mode. You take your little 18350 battery, it goes in there, and now you have you kind of have like iTaste super mini mode. You kind of see how much smaller that is now. 1, 2, 3, turn it on, and you'll get the same wattage, regardless of what battery you're using, but the battery life on a smaller battery is going to be substantially less. So yeah, that's the iTaste 134 mini, kind of up close. It does have a 510 connection hidden up here, and it has that, the Anakin ring that goes on here, and you have an Ego connection on here. For the longest time, I was rocking this 134 mini in medium length mode, so with the other tube, and I had my K-Fun light on here, and I had a 1.5 ohm coil on the K-Fun light. I was rocking it at about 12 watts, and it was great. It had enough battery life to last me throughout my work night, and yeah, so let's get back out. Let's get back out to normal view. Yes, so like I said in the uppy closey, one of my favorite things that I like to do is just adjust to taste, and that's probably why I like the Duke so much, is I just turn the wattage all the way down whenever I plug something new on, and I try it, and I go, that's a little too weak. Let's turn the wattage up. You can kind of gauge it. You can kind of go, that might be better at 11 watts. Let's try it at 11 watts. So much better. And the 134 mini it's pretty fantastic. I enjoyed using it with a K-Fun mini on there, although when I had my K-Fun mini on there, I didn't feel like I was quite getting all the wattage that I was supposed to be getting. I'm going to go ahead real quick while I have it here, and I'm going to switch it back to the bigger tube on the bottom. So you can see that the difference in the tubes is a little bit different. This is in the miniest mode, and I did this in the uppy closey, but it unscrews, and the bottom comes off, and then you have this control head. And all Anakin has to do, if you're listening to this, Anakin, just do a little bit bigger of a tube. Make this so I can use an 18650 with the 134. You have to line up those notches. You just screw this up. Screw it up. Just screw this down. You get a battery. You get a battery right here. You put it in, and now it's in. This is the biggest that the 134 mini is going to get. Feels about the size of a mod. You know what I mean? It's not ridiculous like the original 134. It's pardon me, Robin. It's much smaller. It's got a slightly clicky button on there. You adjust the wattage, and the wattage will stay in place. You can hear it being clicky like that. The wattage will stay in place. When you set it to 11 watts, it will stay. It will stay at 11 watts. And the kits for these come with the newer version of, it's like a bottom coil clearomizer. I can't remember the exact name of it right now. Not great, not amazing, not a huge fan of it. It went from great to gurgly in literally about 2 toots. The first one I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Oh, this is actually really nice. The third one was like, oh, great. It's flooded and gurgly and terrible, and I hate it now. I'm using this currently right now with the newer iClear 16D, which is their smaller bottom coil clearomizer. And while the performance isn't unbelievable, it's not amazing, it's highly decent. This vape right here is probably worlds better than the first vape that I ever had. If it was on. So if you're looking to get a variable wattage style mod, the iTaste 134 mini is certainly an option. It's not cheap. It clocks in at about $160, I believe. I'll post a link. My Vapor Store is always the first search result. Whenever I'm searching for any mod, my Vapor Store comes up first. And it's funny because my Vapor Store has been around forever. they're one of the first vendors that I ever dealt with. I mean, this is way back in 2010. They've been around forever, and that makes me happy that they're still around. They sell it for about $160. It does come with both tubes that you need. It does come with that very cruddy tank. But really, it has a 510 Ego connection on top, so you can plug whatever you want. You want to use your K-Phone on it? Absolutely. You want to use a hyper tank on it? Absolutely. You want to use anything with a 510 connection on it? Absolutely. It has an Ego style connection so that, see, I can take that beauty ring off of there, and that covers all the threads right there. I really enjoyed using it. I am going to give it away. I'm going to give this away, and I'm going to give this EA-B mod away because I have a lot of mechs, and I don't need this mech to just sit on my shelf. I want someone to enjoy it. So how do you enter this wonderful giveaway contest? Well, what you have to do is become a member of Casaa. This is going to be limited to people who are not members of Casaa because I want more people to join Casaa, especially right now. Casaa.org. So what you can do is go to Casaa.org, go to the Get Involved tab, click on Become a Member. And I'm already a member, so I can't sign up again, but you click Sign Up Now, and what they'll do after you sign up is you click the states that you want to get email notifications for, and then you have to make sure you click the Casaa Member General. It's alphabetical order. It's right there. It's like fifth from the top. Click that. They'll send you an email saying, congratulations, you are now a Casaa member. Forward me that email to contest@grimmgreen.com. Contest@grimmgreen.com. This will go on until the next vlog, so you have a full week to become a member of Casaa. Keep an eye out for those call to actions. Keep an eye out on Monday, I believe. So in the past, for the most recent call to action regarding the FDA rulings and not rulings, legislation proposal, I believe is the actual term for it. So keep an eye out for that. Their call to actions are always really good. I try to post them on my Facebook. I try to post them on GrimmGreen.com. But frankly, there's so many that come out for so many different states that it would be nonstop. But Casaa definitely probably the most helpful organization that you can get yourself aligned with right now in these really volatile times of legislation and FDA and state and local government regulations and this, that, and the other. Let me look over my vlog notes. We talked about Kyler, shout out. Vanessa, shout out. We talked to Amber about the solution. We talked about bands. We talked about beer. We did some reviews for some mods. I think that's it. I think I'm out of time. One thing that I did want to touch on really fast is because I had the iTaste 134 out here, Inakin sent along this new iTaste DRV. And it is a car vaping system. And as soon as I saw it, it reminded me of those times when people had landlines in their house, like phone lines, and then they had a car phone, like it was a separate number for their car. This is kind of what this reminds me of. This is like the car phone equivalent of vaping in your car. So the idea is that you plug this. This is going to look sexy. You plug this into your car cigarette lighter, and you can adjust the voltage on it. Look at this, it spins, and you can set it all the way up to 6.4 volts. I really want to go put this in my car right now. And then you have this, which, let's see, goes to your mouth, and there's a button on it. And you vape. You plug on a Clearomizer, you plug on a K-Phone, you plug on a Pro Tank, and you just vape in your car from this little cord. Now, I don't know how this is going to look to onlookers or possible law enforcement officials, in that having a wire coming down from your mouth could be mistaken for talking on your cell phone, possibly using electronic equipment, which you're not supposed to do. It comes with an auto switch too. It's an auto switch right there. Different one on there. You're not supposed to be using electronic equipment in your car while you're driving. You're just not supposed to be. So this, I really want to use it. It's expensive. It's like $90 for this car pass-through variable voltage. It does look, I mean, it's cool, and you adjust the voltage using this big thing, and you vape in your car. I haven't got a chance to use it yet, but I really do. I really want to give that a shot. So thank you, George and Inokin, for sending that my way. I'm down to the end of my beer. I'm down to the end of the vlog. We've talked about a lot. Keep on top of this FDA stuff, you guys. And again, I didn't want my video to sound alarmist or panicky, or the sky is falling. But this is a very, very serious thing that affects vapors. If you are a vapor, this does affect you in a very serious way. Get on board with Casaa. Hell, get on board with the I'm Proof movement. Get on board with the vaping militia. There's so many activist groups now that we all need to just be on the same page. We all need to come together as vapors, and we need to be a united front. I don't know why. It's still rant coming out of the gate. It still boggles my mind that the FDA is so concerned with electronic cigarettes. It's just an electronic cigarette. It doesn't get you high. It doesn't get you drunk. It doesn't turn you into a junkie. It doesn't do anything bad to you. It's just a way for people to stop using cigarettes. We know how bad cigarettes are. They kill people. They kill our friends. They kill our family members. It's heartbreaking what cigarettes do. Why on earth, if the FDA had the public health in its best interests, why would it do anything to restrict or prohibit the spread of electronic cigarettes throughout the country and throughout the world? It just doesn't make any sense. The only conclusion that I can logically come to is that big tobacco is lining the pockets of the FDA. And that might sound like a tinfoil hat conspiracy type of thing, but it doesn't make any other sense. That's the only logical conclusion I can come to, because here is a wonderful, great product that has helped hundreds of thousands of people get away from tobacco. Suddenly, Big Tobacco comes out with their little junky electronic cigarettes, and now the FDA goes, you're going to have to register. It's going to cost all this money unless you were, unless you had an electronic cigarette before 2007. Unless you were a company before 2007, you're going to have to register. It's going to be this costly, lengthy process with no, you might not even get approved at the end of it. That's going to squash all these little businesses out of existence and basically hand vaping over to Big Tobacco, which is what Big Tobacco wants. And here's the problem with that strategy, is if and when, and hopefully not, but if and when Big Tobacco does take over vaping, there's not going to be a market anymore, because all these hobbyist vapors who are using mech mods and are using rebuildable atomizers and are using even something as advanced as a cardo tank and are using these craft premium e-liquids, none of them are going to give their money to Big Tobacco. As soon as Big Tobacco takes over and our only option are things like the Views and the Blue and the Enjoy King, all these vapors, they're not going to use those products. You're going to lose all your customers. I'm not giving my money to Big Tobacco anymore. And I can say unequivocally, without a doubt, that the rest of the vaping community is not going to give their money to Big Tobacco again. So you're going to lose by thinking, Big Tobacco, that you're going to corner the market. You're actually going to lose the market by taking over. Big Tobacco makes their money on cigarettes. They want people smoking cigarettes. That's their bread and butter. So it makes sense to squash all the competition, release a junky e-cig that no one's going to use, and everyone goes back to tobacco. Thank you so much, FDA, for allowing this to happen. I'm going to get off my soapbox now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you're in the Northern Nevada, Reno area, come on down to the Silver State Tattoo and Arts Festival May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th at the Peppermill Casino. I will be there supporting my wife Amber in the tattoo, the Solution Aftercare products. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. This is way too long now. Oh, let's play the gambling game. My Duke isn't here. Which mod am I going to grab for? I'll just grab the one I had. This is the new Casaa Mech mod. I got a K-Fun on top of here. It's dual coils. It's 0.5 ohms. It's delicious. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Now more than ever, let's keep on vaping.